What a great intro clip. Hello and welcome to the best pool fans from all around the world. This is day 4 in Jacksonville as the Predator Pro Billiard Series presents its last stop of 2025 here in their home base of Florida with 3 tournaments, $375,000 prize fund. This is the Kamui WPA Women's World 9-Ball Championship, $50,000 to the winner. And this is a winner qualification match to the final 16. If you're going to lose a match, this is the one you want to lose because it's only one more match to get to the final 16. There is FILLER from Germany, the killer FILLER, versus SEOA from South Korea. Poor young lady. Errol Strickland wouldn't give her a hug. They are racing to the best of 3 sets, each a race to 4. If the third and final set is tied at 3, a shootout determines the winner. It's winner breaks, alternating breaks between sets. And with me in the comm box is my colleague from the Netherlands. Let's give a big happy birthday shout out to Gethin Davies, pool player extraordinaire. Hello, Gethin.
Thank you, George. What a beautiful introduction. And yeah, what a great match we've got on here in this winners qualification. Both players coming through the winner's side. SEOA with a convincing win over the Spanish player Rapera Garcia. She gets off to break in this first set. Her opponent FILLER had a bit more of a difficult tussle against the tough Savannah Easton from the USA, beating her 2 sets to 1.
Yeah, those young ladies from the USA have been doing very well. Sophia Mast is undefeated and is also playing in the winner qualification. Savannah Easton has lost 1 match to Pia, actually, and won 2. And she is in the loser round 2. And this match is going to be a tough one. Pia is one of the most improved players. I mean, you can go back and find her Fargo rate at 641 in May of 22. It is now at 721. And the 27-year-old from Germany has had quite a few wins now in Euro Tours and coming up in the ranks, and ranked number 2 in the WPBA, ranked number 4 in the WPA. So we're going to watch a great match here.
Yeah, Pia is clearly getting comfortable on the big stage and putting in some solid performances. She just had to raise her hand there, George, as the 1 ball fluked around 2 rails into the center pocket, but not really getting anything on the 2, and was looking to bring the 7 into play here with distance. I don't think she's done that.
Yeah, she hasn't. And your referee for this match is Serdar Karadağ from Turkey. And this is the first look at SEOA. A 758 Fargo from South Korea, ranked number 6 by the WPA, and only number 55 by the WPBA because she doesn't play as many tournaments as FIA does over here in the States on their circuit.
What she has brought to the table this week, George, is she's fresh off the heels of taking the Little Monster Women's International Open, our last Predator event, with Little Monster down in Spain. And not only did she pick up that, she also placed 5th in the mixed couples event. So clearly in some form.
Well, that's the momentum she carries to this match, but the momentum here in Jacksonville is they did lose. Robbie Capito and her did lose to Fisher and Kazakis and the Oceans, so they are out of the mixed doubles, another tournament that we have here on offer in Florida, in Jacksonville. And FILLER and her husband Joshua are also out as they lost to Fisher, Allison Fisher and Jesus Atencio, and also Han Yu and Albert Januarta. So,
well, you're doing a lovely job of teeing us up for giving our viewers more information there, George. You mentioned both Kelly and Alison. Kelly's in action on our other stream table with commentary. She takes on Chaska Centeno in this winners qualification. And on table 3, Alison Fisher is in action against Linnea Halmerstrom. That's a loser's third round matchup. So lots of play still underway in our Kamui Women's 9-Ball World Championships. As we just get back to the table, SEOA has looked to take advantage of this early opportunity.
Yeah, we get to watch her smooth style on these last 3 balls, the 7, now the 8, and lining up for the 9-ball. Such a smooth player. Both ladies very smooth. There's
yeah, not just smooth, George, but also ruthless. Both players capable of running for fun. And well, SEOA gets us off. This is a race to 4 format in 3 sets. Winner breaks. And nice opening shot from SEOA to open up the opportunity, and took full advantage of that. So we just take a look at her case for her chalk. Very glamorous. Good view of SEOA's follow through with her break there. A lot of body action, generating a lot of power there, George. The 1-ball just missing out on the center pocket, and that will bring Pia FILLER back to the table. Difficult shot, played it gently to hold for shape, and in doing so, the 1-ball's just popped back up the table. Looks to be covered by the 3. SEOA's looking at the 1, maybe 2 cushion escape. Maybe a chance that she will pot the 1 with contact. Oh, just misses it, George. Yeah, just needed to get a little bit further down on that last long rail. Ball in hand to Pia here. Feel that this is a good opportunity for her to get 1 back. Doesn't seem to be any immediate problems on the table. She's able to finish straight on this 4. A stop shot would leave her very pretty on the 5. This is the caliber of players we have in this Women's World Championships. They only need 1 sniff of an opportunity. I think this is going to be the story of this match, George. There's going to be little to choose in between these players, especially in these quick races to 4. much to do here with the cue ball. We'll just track up nicely towards the 8 here. And then a stop shot. Well, not much more. We'll hold her nicely for the 9. Little angle here just to pop off the long rail. This is a good reply from Pia Filler. These are, as I mentioned, quick races to 4 in the best of 3 set format. And as it's winner breaks, you do not want to let your opponent get any more advantage than they have. And as I've said that, an unfortunate miss on the 8. Wasn't the easiest of 8, but SEOA of South Korea has taken it and got position on this 9, and what looked like Pia Filler doing the hard work to open up the second rack. Finds herself 2-0 down. And well, still early days. We may see a replay of that shot. So our referee for proceedings, Serdar Karadag of Turkey. Been keeping him busy for the past 4 days. We still have 2 more days of action to come. As my dear colleague George mentioned, we have 2 other formats going on. After this, we have the Jacks Mixed Doubles quarterfinals and semi-finals coming up. But right now, this is the winners qualification matchup between Pia Filler and SEOA. And SEOA's made balls off the break here.
Behind the 9-8 and a 3. She may have a full shot, full 2-ball just to make it and stop it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's a gap between the 8 and the 3. She's had a few looks now at this. Clearly it's tight.
Well, she may have had a full ball, but was very careful not to hit the 3, so she went to the right side of the deuce and missed it. These are little tricky shots. You tend to hit them with too much speed, because if she overruns a 7, she's got 3 balls that'll be in her way.
Oh, you said it, George. You said it. SEOA's brought a jump stick with her. There's quite a distance between her and the cue ball.
Yeah, she's got to get it up fast to get over the 8. Well, just a small part of the 8, so that should be no problem. But she's got to land it on the ball because it's going to be in the air for a while.
She's managed to, with flexibility, get quite high up here and stretch for the cue ball. Very difficult jump shot for SEOA here.
She's using the BK rush. And that was a little bit of power. She left the back end of that rush on, and that gives you more power.
Yeah,
that little
difficult
4-inch extension there. Sure. Oh, she did land on the ball on the very top of it, so that's why that ball flew off the table. Well, big opportunity for Mrs. Filler, married to Joshua Filler, the highest rated Fargo rank in the world, also one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, very natural and formidable. I have to say, not unique either from Germany. There are many, many strong players that have and are still continuing to come out of Germany at the moment. Both Fillers certainly cream of the top.
Two of my favorite Germans that are in the States, one of them living here now, is Torsten Homan, and of course the Kaiser, Ralph Souquet, who is still very active and playing at 56 or 57 years of age and playing very well.
He is indeed, and active, not just
Yes,
picking one or two tournaments, he's playing a good many.
he sure does. I love his dedication. I love he's very inspiring. He's just, and quite the gentleman. What an ambassador for pool that man is. Both of them.
Yeah. Haven't had the pleasure of meeting Torsten, but have met Kaiser on quite a few occasions, and yet I will second you. What an ambassador for the sport, and just loves talking about it as much as he loves playing it.
I'll tell you, one of the most dedicated is the hitman, Torsten. He'll watch a match, and right after, he'll go and view it and analyze everything in that match. And Pia does get on the board.
And the seats are filling up. The applause is getting noticeably louder out there. The atmosphere is hotting up. This match is hotting up. SEOA not being allowed to get to the hill. And when this winner breaks format, it only takes one of these players to get their break working, these short races to 4. And fireworks can happen.
Well, Geth, as you mentioned, that miss on the 8 ball was the reason for SEOA's number 2 game there on the board. So it could have easily the scores could easily be 2-1. Pia's uncharacteristic miss on that 8 ball was costly, as they all are in short races.
Yeah, I think you'll see when the stats come up, if it still continues like this, there will not be many mistakes to flash up on the statistics. But that miss on the 8, well, will it come back to haunt Pia? I'm sure she's put it far from her mind now. do like the way that SEOA played for position there. Didn't or couldn't do too much. It's going to take a longer pot on this 2. Down the long rail. Natural for the 3.
So looking pretty strong here. Looking to see if the 4 goes by the 5, so she can just keep the cue ball in the vicinity of the 3. For simple 4, 5, 6. Wow, it's a simple run out if she gets there. But when they're on this stage, nothing is simple.
And not when you start running into the wrong side of the 4. Ouch.
Yeah.
Got away with it. She doesn't seem to give anything away from her facial expressions. A little bit more different in the mixed couples. A lot more banter and fun going on between the players, but in solo player, the South Korean is one cool customer.
Keep in mind, folks, these ladies are after that prize fund of $50,000 in this world, and that world title.
Well, you
9-ball world champion.
You talk about money, George. When I was doing my background checks on SEOA, she's actually won 2 events this year, not just the Little Monster event just now in Spain, where she picked up a prize of $22,500. Earlier in the year, she also picked up the Indonesian Women's Open, a further $18,000, and there's many more finishes in there. That's just 2025.
That's exactly right. Right now, she is at $72,000 for the year, looking to add another $50,000. Pia, on the other hand, is in the same vicinity. She's at $78,500 for the year in winnings. And actually, SEOA defeated, I think you might have mentioned this, Maite Ropero from Spain and Christine Stinlage from Germany, where Pia had a forfeit from Bish Tram Gwyn and defeated Savannah Easton to get to this winner's qualification. But yeah, they're close in money, and they're close in styles. They're close. This is a close match. It's closer on what we're seeing than it is on paper.
Yeah, completely agree with you. Completely agree with you. So SEOA takes the hill here, and we'll have the break to take this first set. But we were just discussing the prize money, and I want to just take this opportunity to put a thanks out to the sponsors. Really, without their support, there wouldn't be this prize money in the game, and we wouldn't be able to get these great matches to you. So a big thanks to Little Monster, Yalin, Box Billiards, SamsungTV Plus, Kamui, and of course Predator. More importantly, for our fans at home, Pro Billiard TV for streaming all these matches. And if you are watching now or in the future, please do like, share and subscribe. And finally, the WPA World Pool Association that put in a lot of effort in bringing these events to you. This one, as you said, George, the last of the year. What a great send-off we're having.
Sure is. Whoa. That rack left a little to be desired.
Yeah, she caught it a bit funny though.
I want to repeat something as far as the money goes there, Geth. Is the money is $50,000 to the winner. It's $175,000 prize fund. These ladies right here are playing for $4,000 because the winner will move right into the final 16, and she'll be guaranteed $4,000. There's Joshua Filler, the killer Filler.
Who's that little stranger lurking in the back row?
Mm-hmm. He's on the wrong side. He's sitting over by SEOA.
I'm sure
Maybe
that's
he
just
stays
so
away from me.
It's so he can see more of his beautiful wife.
There you go.
He's-
Heck, that's true. He's directly across and has a side view.
Well, I hope he's not listening on the YouTube. That might be why he's giggling.
I hope he is. Hello, Joshua.
So just calling her extension. May not have mentioned it so far, but you probably will have picked up in the bottom left of the screen. Both players on a shot clock. They do have one extension to call per rack. Oh, full-blooded at that one, George.
Yeah, it's gonna set up, and a nice angle to go to the 2-ball for Pia. She can just use a little bit of right-hand English and come out of those 2 rails to get over by the 8 and get on this 2-ball for the corner pocket. Look at the speed on this. This is perfect. Except that she got over the 8. 2 square inches off. Wow.
Yeah, bridging over the 8 makes this shot rather difficult.
Extension.
Looks like she'd ideally want to dig into it and screw it back towards the long rail to hold for the 3 into the center pocket.
She's got a safe out of it, though. And something tells me it was played 2-way, just in case.
I think she's looking at the 3 rail escape here. May give her a good chance of keeping the cue ball down behind the 6-7.
Tough hit from here. Ooh, I'm surprised she got underneath that ball. That was a very good attempt.
Yeah, wanted to come low on that blue 2 to create distance and would have given a good chance of the cue ball getting up against the 7-6. As it is now, Pia Filler gets back into a really nice position in this first set. She needs to win every rack to have a chance of putting the first set on the board. This isn't a bad position she finds herself in now. That 6-7 have opened up. They were a problem before.
Something you get a kick out of here, Geth. They go by the killer filler, and she's wearing flowers on her jersey. I find that a little amusing. It's just a little amusing.
Are they real flowers or dried flowers?
Well, I guess it beats a severed head. Oh, trouble here.
They may not sell
Yes.
as much merchandise.
That's right. Does this 6 bug go by the 7? Let's hope for her sake it does.
She's going to have to come
And of
back up and
course.
down the table. Or is she? She may be able to get into this enough.
No, it wouldn't go. Or it didn't go.
No, and well, Pia was halfway back to her chair before the balls had even stopped. So maybe a A little bit of disappointment there, as this was a good opportunity to prevent SEOA taking this first set. As it's transpired now, she's back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, the 8-ball sits in a nice position for the side pocket, and a good angle will get her to the 9-ball rather easily. Man, she's got that with a little right-hand English. No, she didn't. She was straight in. That's the second rack that Pia has kind of gifted SEOA late in the rack. And she does convert it to a match winner. Set winner, excuse me. Sorry about that.
We knew what you meant. An easy slip of the tongue. But yeah, I mean, really the difference between them was 2 mistakes from Pia. Both of them playing real strong. And yeah, clear disappointment. Was a good opportunity to stay in that first set. With a 3-1 lead, though, it was always going to make it a big mountain to climb. So we're going to get straight into our second set. Or are we? Maybe. SEOA has just taken a break. We may get some stats on the way, George. And, well, you may sense the excitement in my voice. Anticipation, maybe.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think you like those numbers more than I do. But Michael Salmon, the pool stat guy, provides those for us. We're very appreciative.
Thank you, Michael.
And
it really is appreciated. Just a quick update for our viewers while we wait for SEOA to finish her break. Looks like Kelly Fisher, who's taking on Cheska Centino of the Philippines, is 1-0 up. I haven't got an update on the table 3 lineup between Linnea Halmarstrom and Alison Fisher. Just checking that now.
Oh, they're going to put a patch on
the first set. It's still in the first set there. Alison Fisher leading 3 racks to 1. So good action going on both tables. Looks like the referee's helping Pia FILLER with some fashion alterations. Serdar Karadag of Turkey, multi-talented, there to help the players in every way possible and to keep an eye on proceedings. She's just having a look over at Josh there. George, doesn't look like any words are being spoken, but maybe some through eye contact.
Well, we have some matches going on, and I'll give you guys an update, as Geth almost gave all to you, though. But here we go with Christina Tkach leading Bean Hung 3-1 in the first set. Cho Che-yu leading 2-0 over Ilu Kirabaroglu. And Chihiro Kawahara leading Kristina Zlateva 2-1 in the first set. And the young lady we had on the stream yesterday, your friend from Belgium, Diana Kodjaeva, leading 3-0 over Su Xing Wei. Sophia Mast is tied. Sophia Mast is tied at 1 in the first set with Wan Ling Wang, or Wang Wang Ling. And then Kelly Fisher leads 1-0 over Cheska Centeno. And Lu Sha leading Cho Chia Chia, who is Rita Cho's younger sister, 1-0. You're up to date on the ladies.
I am so impressed with the pronunciations of names. And if any of our viewers want to just keep updates on the scores as they're taking place on the other tables, please do visit ProBilliardSeries.com. As we return now to the start of our second set, Pia Filler is going to open this up with the break. She trails 1-0 in this best of 3 sets, race to 4. The Kamui Women's 9-Ball World Championships. This is winners qualification. Dry break there, George, and that's not going to be good enough.
Well, it's been that way this whole match. Out of the 6 breaks we've seen, we haven't seen really, that's probably the best spread we've seen. With the exception of the 5-7. Everything's open. Look at this safety. Look at this safety. Handcuffs.
Yeah, that was really, really nicely done. And well, Pia's starting to show signs in the first set of what she's capable of. Was making some difficult clearances possible. Sadly, didn't convert enough of them. So keeping her in trouble could be a good policy, but not in this instance. She's got out of that really well. Just looking to glance off the edge of this one, you think, George?
Yeah, she's just trying to get behind the back to the 9. Didn't get there. Well, in the first set, the overall player performance was Pia Filler at 740 and SEOA at 735. So you see it was very close on performance, but those missed shots by Pia, 5-2. 4 of them gave away a game.
Yeah.
3 or 4 of them, excuse me. So that was the difference.
The South Korean punishing the mistakes. That was the difference. And really interesting to hear that as well, George. Oh, a little drop of the head from Pia. A couple of shots just not going her way at the moment, and you feel she just needs to get her fingernails a little bit more into this. Could find herself up behind this 2 again. Great camera angle, George. That 2-ball again blocking Pia's pathway. I feel if she could jump over the edge, there is a possible combination on. Very close to the 2, going for the 1-rail escape. Oh, good hit. Got a double kiss. I would suggest that that's on, George. And if so, well, we may need to shift our focus not onto the 5-7, but maybe the Karom off the 4 onto the 9. Well, maybe getting ahead of myself. There may not be a full ball on this 2. Looks like it from her body language. was tracking towards the 6 ball, stopped short. Now, there is an angle to come in to the cluster of 9-4. George, she's going for the combination rather than the carom off the 4 onto the 9. Oh man, this will be a big shot. That was a real difficult combination. I did feel the carom was probably a wiser approach. Yeah, just came across it a bit too much. That gets Pia back to the table, and well, she's going to have the problem of the 5-7 to deal with after this 4.
She sure is. She's probably going to look for a safety. Unless she tries, she can't try to break it up. She doesn't. Oh, she came all the way down with it and tried to break it up. It's going to cost her because look at the angle she's left. Little right low, and that ball comes right back towards the 5, the cue ball. I can't believe she missed that 9 ball, especially by the distance she did, and didn't break up the shot there. Was that Joshua with that pillow next to him?
No, I actually think...
Look at this. Look at this shot.
Oh! Wow. That has opened up right for SEOA here. Let's have a look at that again. Fantastic cueing. Oh, didn't back it up with the pot on the 5 though.
Oh, that's too bad.
I was
Good
wondering,
shot.
George, if that was the good luck charm of SEOA there. I believe that's a South Korean figurine or comfy toy. I do have 2 girls myself, and they do band around words like cinema roll and stuff. I don't know if that's part of the clan, but it certainly looked like a good luck charm for one of the players.
You're talking about the yellow pillow?
Yeah, I am indeed. I am indeed.
I was wondering.
We're still on the pillow.
Okay, we're still on the pillow. Oh, she's perfect.
Yeah. I was about to say earlier, I wasn't happy with Pia's body language and walking away from the shot. Just felt like she was just taking her mind mentally out of the game. This could be just what she needed. Get her account off first in this second set.
Well, you know, you're very right. The fact she lost the first set, that's no better set opener than winning the first game. As I point out the obvious.
Yeah, but it needs to be said, and quite rightly so.
Yeah.
I did think there was a trick missed from
Look at this
SEOA
shot.
there. That's step 1 to getting this second set. It is winner breaks in this race to 4 format. Oh, they're holding. I don't know if you can see in the background there, George. Her good luck charm is being.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
With a big smile. Excellent.
I think they're listening too. If you're listening, wave.
We're waving back. They'll be pleased with SEOA's first set
Alrighty.
performance.
Rack number 2 and set number 2. Let's see if we can get a better break. Much better.
Yeah.
Still sounded kind of hollow, but a good spread.
Yeah, doesn't have much on the one, but good options for cover. She could put SEOA in trouble here. I was going to say the balls have spread quite nice, but that 3-4 on this long rail. Could be a particular problem, but right now let's see what she does on the one.
Well, there's nothing close by for cover, and she hasn't found any, I don't think. I'm pretty sure the right side of that one ball's available. Might even choose to go for a bank, but the 3 ball's not available for position, so let's see how she handles this. Looks like she called the side pocket for a bank. No, she just played safe and left a window. Left the window open.
She has.
You know, this time of year in Florida, you sleep with the windows open because the weather's so nice. But I'll tell you one thing. My weather here in Tucson, Arizona is much better than Florida's. We don't have the humidity. I think it was like, wasn't it 94% yesterday?
That's what was floating around the. That was floating around the pool hall. 94, 95.
I looked it up.
Humidity.
Yeah. Yeah, we're like about 7%.
Well, I have 3 pairs of tracksuit bottoms on, so that should give you an idea of the temperature where I am. But I do have a belly full of cake. Good insulation. So a thin cut on the one, I would suggest here.
Pocketed and play safe on the 3.
Oh.
Well,
she made the 8 as well. This is a difficult combination if she decides to take it on.
I prefer the 4-rail safety here and follow the cue ball down to the bottom of the rail. Kind of stun the cue ball down. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do indeed.
3 rails around the 5-9, come into the middle diamond on the left side and leave the ball on the head rail.
Oh, she wants the 6.
She's going to find cover? Oh, she's left.
No.
She's left it.
Nice improvisation, though. I like that. Using the 3 into the 5 to slow that 3 down near the 9 ball, and then guaranteeing that the 6 was going to be there or thereabouts. FILLER has a shot on this 3.
Yeah, it's a little bit of distance. That's a couple shots she's missed, and her facial expression, as you mentioned, her body language after a miss. She's got to let it go. Those are not easy shots. They're testers. When you're practicing, they're a piece of cake. When you're on the big stage, it's a little different.
Yeah, indeed. And playing in both the Jacks Mixed Doubles Open and also in this Kamui Women's 9-Ball World Championships. They haven't really stopped to rest much at all. So a good test of, well, their energy levels, their rest, their nutrition, and also their concentration.
Yeah, in fact, yesterday was a long day for these ladies. They started early and they were here late. I mean, I think they had a 10 o'clock match, 9 or 10 o'clock, 9 or 10 p.m. match last night. So
We just had a little glimpse of another on fire German player at the moment, has been picking up silverware in the Euro Tour for fun. Stefan Kasper.
Stefan is ranked number 1 overall in the Euro Tours.
Oh. Well, Pia FILLER with that relatively simple ball that she missed has given SEOA the opportunity to pull the score line back in this second set to 1 apiece.
Yeah, and another late miss, giving away a game.
Yeah, both these girls will punish mistakes like that. But in the first set, a couple of games where Pia had dug deep to put in the hard effort to get to the closing stages, and then sadly giving it as a Christmas present to SEOA. It's just got to be put to the back of the mind, because she's certainly capable of winning any match she plays when she's on fire. A formidable player. But I have to say, SEOA has kept her temperament, kept her composure, and when it's been called upon, she's made the clearances. So breaks off in this second set, 1 apiece.
The swim ball plays. It's a pretty good cut to the side pocket. It's a pretty, if a bank is simple, that one is. Got away. Not every bank is easy, although that's as easy as they come.
Well, that's slowed down enough to be left on very nicely. For Pia, and a good opportunity to get back into the lead in this second set. Really, you feel she needs to. Cannot let SEOA take the lead in these short races to 4.
You know, Geth, I'm looking at the stats here that Michael Salmon sent me, and this set is so close. This match is so close, except for Pia's misses late in the games. It's making all the difference in the set. But SEOA's missed also. She has 5 misses so far, and Pia has 7. SEOA better on the safety game.
It does mean if Pia can avoid making them mistakes again, she could be in position to start stealing a little march here and start putting the pressure back onto her opponent. This will certainly help in putting them misses to the back of her mind.
Well, one thing about racks like this is they give you time to settle in and, you know, get those misses out of your mind and have some positive images in there.
important a rack is, this is a real important one for Pia as that cue ball sticks to the long rail. But to regain the lead in the second set, Pia FILLER does indeed do that and gets the score to 2-1. She does trail 1-0 against her opponent from South Korea, SEOA. And, well, George, I've just had a little look, because following up from these matches, we move into our Jacks Mixed Doubles Open. Quarterfinals are kicking off, and you have picked up one hell of a match to be played over on table 2 next. You're going to have your work cut out for you, George. You're picking up... Oh.
Come on, you got me on pins and needles.
Catch the Lucatos against Eastern Shore. So that is
awesome. Awesome. I
fiery
finally
affair.
get to watch them play. Yeah, I've been wanting to see watch Savannah play and see how Shaw's going to treat her with leaving her good shots. And, that match, but this one is pretty enticing and pretty entertaining.
This one's spicing up very nicely.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Two of my favorite women players, Christina Takata and Savannah Easton. I've actually had the pleasure a few times now of doing commentary with Christina in Las Vegas.
Oh, excellent.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
I'm sure she was overwhelmed with the factoids.
I'll tell you, one of the funniest things doing commentary with her is a ball hit the corner of the side pocket, and she says, "It hit the. Is it okay if I say titty?" That was the funniest thing. Just this innocent smile, and I said, "Yes, that's what it's called in pool. So there's nothing wrong with it. Some people call it knuckles. Some people call it point. There's edge of the side pocket. But what you hear in the pool room all day long is the latter."
I do like the way she innocently asks to check.
Oh, it
first.
was so good. It was just so good. If that would have been, and she was on the air too, so I forget the match. Oh, near miss. That was close.
That was a lot of side she needed to put on that cue ball.
It was. That would have still been a sellout, but at least she would have made a hit, and there's no ball in hand. Because ball in hand now, she can maybe play the cue ball into the 7 to move it for the 5 and have a easy shot on the deuce. She's going to play the 9.
9? Yeah, George. Maybe
Interesting.
Doesn't like the 7-5.
I would be playing it into the 7, put the cue ball just above the 1, and come into the 7 with the cue ball.
I think she's going to push the cue ball up behind the 8 as a bit of a safety barrier as well.
Oh, she's playing it safe. Look at this. She's setting up the 9. Hoping to set up the 9.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
I don't mind that.
I got some info here that 3 out of 5 times So has had the first shot after the break. She has played safe.
Okay.
That must make it 4 out of 5. I mean 4 out of 6 now.
Yeah. Yeah, just showing she's been breaking strong, but just not getting left with anything. And that cue ball, oh!
That puts her on 2. That puts her on 2 fouls.
Yeah, and we were alluding to Pia's mindset. That will add insult to injury.
That's the best way to put it. Now she could put this cue ball right between the rail and the 9 ball here. And I think that's where she's going. Sure is. The only thing she's done wrong here, though, is left the 1 ball over the pocket. This is makeable.
Yeah, she needed to come full ball onto the 9 and stick to it like glue. This, I actually fancy Pia making this one. What she doesn't want to do is hit it full in the face and follow it in with the cue ball.
That happens. Oh. Well, SEOA didn't get the 3 foul, but she's got a long shot on the 1.
Yeah, that was unfortunate that the 1 didn't drop. Felt like if contact were to be made, it would. This is a long shot on the 1, but doesn't need to do anything. Just stun the cue ball for the 2. A lovely sounding shot. Still gonna have that 5-7 to deal with, unless she fancies playing the 3 onto the 9 after this too. No, not necessary. But yeah, that 5-7 will need to be dealt with, you feel. Ooh. Can she do it off the 4 here?
Well, she could play this cue ball up and use the 8 ball for cover. If she's a really good 3-cushion player, which I'm sure she's been exposed to, she could try to get the cue ball behind the 9. Instead, she just plays the simple safe behind the 8. She has a good kick available between the 6 and the rail. Could go underneath the 5 and make the 7. And just look at this. What a good shot.
Oh. That is a fantastic result for Pia FILLER there. And you know what? It's going to need a little shot like this maybe to get her onto the hill. Still. Let's see how SEOA gets out of this one.
Tries to tie up the 6-7.
Yeah, didn't do so. So she's asked the question of Pia FILLER, given her ball in hand. Great opportunity for the young German to get to the hill in this second set. to get to the hill. And this must-win second set for Pia FILLER.
Yeah, she's in prime position. And she's one game away from sending it to a third and deciding set. So SEOA has 3 games to go to try to capture a 2-set blank out. Let's see which one succeeds.
From one, Pia FILLER looking like, well, the world was against her and the rolls were against her too. She has hung in there, and with a bit of a grind and maybe a bit of fortune as well, finds herself in a great position now to take this second set. And well, if she were to win this rack, I would not want to pick a winner.
Well, Pia's husband is off on the right side, right above Pia to the right, sitting with Stefan Kasper from Germany, and watching his wife play. Looks to be like he keeps his distance when she's playing, which would make sense. Could make her nervous.
We just had a quick look at the men's results, and it looks like Stefan Kasper's happy as he's just knocked out Darren Appleton in the last 32 of the men's 10-ball event. Great
Good to see
Darren Appleton.
Same thought. Go ahead.
No, it was a pleasure, and my first match to commentate in the event was Darren Appleton, and he's still got it. He's still got it. Maybe needs to get a little bit more tournament prepared, but he's still got it, and it's good to see. Didn't look like that was on George, but she went for it. Was a legal hit, but the cue ball scratched in the center pocket, and ball in hand for Pia FILLER. She couldn't have asked for much more here.
Could be a costly mistake. Pia wins this. She's one game away from tying things up at 3. These short races just really accentuate mistakes like this.
Absolutely. I mean, look at the scoreline from the first set, George. 2 brutal mistakes from Pia, and it was over 4-1. Are we going to see that reciprocated in the second set? And it's looking good for Pia. That was one of the key shots, you feel. Maybe 7 to the 8. This is looking very good for the young German.
Extension.
Feeling she was looking to bring the cue ball back to similar position where it is now. So she can run around the rails for the 6. As it is now, George. Ooh.
Oh boy, that's not where she wants to be. She's straight in here. And she's got to travel the ball 7 feet, or at least 5, to get close to where the 9 is. She's not going to like it.
Oh.
That was the only thing she could have done wrong, was get too straight on the 5 ball and have to struggle to get position here. She's got a good safety here. She can really thin the 6 ball, leaving it on the rail, and run the cue ball up by the 8.
Ooh, slowed down cue ball.
She's good.
Yeah,
I would say you got to go for the spank. It lays nice. It lays nice. Because where are you going to play safe to? Behind the 9?
That's what she's gone for.
Yeah, that's what she went for, but now.
Now we're talking banks, George.
Yep. How do these ladies bank? They both had an opportunity. They both have the opportunity now. So I passed on hers. Let's see what Pia does here. Probably pass on it also and try to get behind the 9. Just cut it thin. Oh, I would have gone the other way. Both work. They both work. And I hate to say that when I say I would have done this. It was well, it was a thin cut and try to get behind the 9, and that's all it was really. But both were effective safeties. See, here,
No,
here
exactly.
it is again. Here it is again.
They do say, George, fortune favours the brave, but pool is such a leveler in that regard that consistency and discipline can actually override that.
I was going to say, along with what you just said, fortune favors the brave, but percentages wins games.
Yes. And coming from one stat man to a fellow stat man, that's one of the most important things we could say. Well, I would consider this a chance, George.
It's an opportunity. And this young lady right here has taken advantage of many so far this match and converted them to games. Not that one.
Ooh, and caught the middle knuckle.
Oh, come on, say it the right way.
Yeah, just caught the titty there.
And we'll hear from Predator very soon.
Oh, I'm sure the comment board on YouTube is in hysterics.
Nice
Yes.
shot from Pia. Nice shot. She's in it to win it. Here we go. Just this one good shot here can get her to where it's fairly simple. And there it is. Now she'll use the 2 rails to get on the 9.
Well, after
And
the
we'll-
first set, George, I would not have predicted this being the scoreline for the second. I'm so pleased for Pia that she's got herself in this position.
So pleased for the viewers that we'll enjoy a third and final set as Pia worked her way out of that first set slump, and was able to capitalize on SEOA's mistakes and play a little better pool than she did the first set. And here we are.
Yeah, lovely. Great round of applause. The people are starting to come in, George. I've got a feeling for this and the next 2 days, it's going to get louder and louder in here at the Hyatt Regency Hotel down on the riverside in Jacksonville, Florida.
Well, as you mentioned, we're going to have one, as Mark White would say, one cracker of a doubles coming up. And then still a lot to come here from these ladies, as they still have the final 16, the quarterfinals, and the semi and final to play. So one of these ladies is actually 5 sets, 5 matches away from being in the final, because the loser will still move on and play in the loser qualification.
Well, look at that. SEOA had 100% break success in the second set. The scoreline is not backing that up. 80% chance of first shot after break as well. Wow, you could say a missed opportunity for SEOA there.
Yeah, one of the other.
Very happy with herself, George.
Sure. One of the other stats that Michael provided us was the fact that SEOA played safe after Pia's break and was able to convert. So some good stats, but the glaring one is the misses early on by Pia that cost her the first set.
Yeah, indeed. That was the story of the first set. We just had a result come in this winners qualification group of the Kamui Women's 9-Ball World Championships. Kelly Fisher of the UK has bested Cheska Centeno 2 sets to 0. A lot of matches going on, a lot of highlights there to pick from. One of my picks, Diana Kocheva, who I commentated, I believe, on yesterday, who was looking very strong. She's 1-0 up against Wei Chuchin, and a formidable opponent from Chinese Taipei. There's big matches out there for this World Championship, George. It is spicing up lovely.
You know, you spoke of Kelly Fisher playing her way through the winter qualifications and into the final 16 over Cheska, and she did it in a pretty good fashion. She beat her 4-1, 4-3 in straight sets. That is no easy feat when you beat the Flash.
Yeah, she is a special talent from the Philippines.
Sure is.
As we get off our third and deciding set underway, SEOA with the break. She's made a ball, and that one has dressed up kind of nicely there, George. Two is stuck to the 6 there. I think she's going to have to try and move it. Or can she? No, I don't even think coming underneath it's going to help. Oh, it goes from this camera angle. Well, she had to force it to hold for the 2. That had made that corner pocket formidably tight, and it spits out the 1 ball quite a way up the table for Pia.
Let's see if she plays this 9-ball carom. She's going to have to put a little draw on it.
I didn't want to say anything, George. Thank you for breaking the ice on that one.
Yeah, it's just there. But it's not a high percentage, but it's I don't know. That's the one thing I love about 9-ball is decisions like this. She's playing the safety and didn't get it. What?
Yeah, I'm not happy with that shot. I even felt there may have been some mileage hitting the one into the off the rail into the 9 and just leave it to the wind with guaranteed cue ball against the 8.
Yeah,
This is given.
you know the other. There's balls to get behind. She's going to go right into them.
Oh,
Well, maybe Pia's weak attempt at a safety can be converted here because she's got a shot, opened up the 2, and the 3-6 are open now too, so she can make this ball.
that's not bad. Although a little bit more angle on this 2 would have been nicer, and maybe a bit less distance, but was always going to collide with the 9 there.
This is going to take a good shot here, a little stun run to get onto 3. How close did she get? Too close.
Yeah,
That's why I preferred the stun run than follow. It was tough to do.
It's a tricky little position she's left herself in here, George.
Yeah, it is. Don't touch a ball. Gotta be careful. Serdar will. It's right on top of things.
Yes, he is. He was standing right by there, watching proceedings, our man from Turkey. SEOA, the South Korean, has got an edge on this 3. How thin does she dare to catch it?
Well, she wants to get behind the 5-ball. Or is that the 7? She's going to do it. It's got the speed.
That has done very, very nicely. Pia brings her jump stick with her, but that's a good distance to get that cue ball over the 5. She is. Hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big jump shot for Pia FILLER.
It worked.
Oh, and it nearly had a nice kiss off the 9 to go in the corner pocket. Instead, it's popped out towards the 10-ball spot, or the 9-ball spot rather.
Interesting shot here, Geth. She's got a shot on the 3 and she can run the cue ball into the 9. I kind of like that. But look how disciplined she is, and what a great shot she just played. There's a 2-railed escape here, but still, it's a big ball on the rail or close to the rail. It's still a great shot. Better than gambling on that 9-ball possibly.
Yeah, correct, George. The cameraman picking up a couple of nods of approval from the audience there. Crowd really getting into this match now. Oh, and she wasn't far away. Ball in hand for SEOA in this opening rack of the deciding set. A lot less traffic on the table for her to contend with.
And again, the safety efficiency working in So's favor.
Yeah, coupled with good discipline. Good discipline. And well, doesn't really need to be in any real position for the 7, as long as she can keep the cue ball off a rail. Done that very well. Digging into the cue ball, swinging it around the 2 rails for the 7, and South Korean looking favourite to taking this opening rack in the deciding set.
It would take an earthquake to keep her from not getting out here.
And the room is not shaking, and SEOA takes the opening rack in this 3rd and deciding set. Well, that's the start she would have wanted. It's winner breaks format as well, so we'll come back to the table. And just another corker in the winners qualification group. We've got Chao Chi-chia of Chinese Taipei. She's taking on Shasha Liu, and they're at 1 set apiece, starting off the 3rd. That is a hell of a matchup there.
It sure is. That young lady's playing very well. First time I've seen her this year. It's Rita Cho's younger sister, and she's well trained. She is very well instructed, and she plays very well.
Yeah, she's fearless would be the word I would use. I've seen her not turn down many opportunities and convert so many of them. I think that's a taste of the next generations coming through, to be fair, George. So,
Well,
SEOA to break in this 2nd rack of our deciding set, leads 1 rack to 0. Oh, and the cue ball has scratched in the center pocket, George.
well, this is beginning to look like it may have Shootout written all over it. I haven't commentated one yet. I know there's been one for sure. That's about the only one I've seen. I forgot who it was, but I look over some of the scores when I see 2-1 scores and see if there's shootouts, and there hasn't been that many.
No,
On or off the strips.
Not at this event. At our Little Monster Men's International Open, both finalists of the men's had to come through shootouts in their respective semi-finals. The local home hopeful, FSR, winning that final, Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz. Yeah, both semi-finals going to shootouts. Oh, it was an absolute thriller for us in the commentating box. I'm sure there'll be a few lurking in the next remaining 2 days. Don't you fear, George.
I'll tell you, I had the pleasure of commentating Shane Van Boning's shootout with Alex Kazakis. And it went 13-12 with Shane missing the 13th.
Wow.
What that tells you that is that Kazakis made 9 shots from behind the first diamond. Keep in mind the first 4, are ahead, are in the front box. But to make 9 from the back was just outstanding. These shootouts can be exciting.
They can. I'm not too sure as a player if it would be as much, but for us commentating and watching, it's great stuff. And what a cut from Pia Filler there. Committed fully to the pot. Is she going to avoid the 9 here?
It's tough. It's just so, it plays so big right there. Yeah, it just plays so, it's going to go in though. That's 9 ball. That's 9 ball.
Well, you could arguably say the majority of the rolls have gone against her so far in this match. She certainly deserved one like this. Not so nice for her opponent sat in the chair witnessing it, but still has to pot these last 2 remaining balls.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Nicely done, and a lovely smile from Pia Filler there. Knew she got lucky at the end of that rack, but won't mind being 1 apiece in this deciding set race to 4. Serdar Karadag from Turkey with a wry smile as well. He's enjoying this, taking it all in while he overviews proceedings. Just for our viewers wondering what's coming up on our streaming channels, well, we have the Jacks mixed doubles quarterfinals and semi-finals still to come today here at the Hyatt Regency Hotel on the Riverside in Jacksonville, Florida. Still some more matches. I believe you move over to table 2 after this one, George, for that doubles encounter I alluded to.
Can't wait for it. I'd like to see this one go to a shootout here.
Yeah, this could overshadow it somewhat. This is turning into a real spicy affair in this 3rd set.
One ball's down. Tricky shot on the 2.
Just stuck down the bottom half of the table. I'm wondering if she's looking at the Caron onto the 9 in the way that they're positioned. I wouldn't put it past her. What a way to steal the lead in this 4th set. The 2 may go off the 7 into the corner as well. I don't know. There could be options. There might not be options.
This is tricky, very tricky. I think I would try to bank the 2 ball past the 7 up table and go ahead and run into the 5-8. Smarter shot.
Yeah.
But again, this is makeable. It does take some English to execute the shot. She doesn't have the natural angle.
No, but wouldn't mind picking up the long rail on the way.
Made it. Oh, made it close. Excuse me. Try to save
Well,
that
made
one.
the hit. Yeah, well,
Yep,
made the
made
hit,
the hit.
George.
Thank you, Geth. I thought she made that ball when it was coming down. Just a
Yeah.
little too close to the rail there. Well, big break for Pia. Getting to 3 is important for both players. Getting to 3 first is most important.
Do you think that 6 ball slides past the 9 there? Or is she
If
going to
it
be forced
doesn't,
into having...
go ahead.
I was
You
going
can
to say,
say
is
it.
she going to be forced into a combination or a carom onto the 9?
The carom all day long. Especially if she can leave the cue ball just above the 7 after pocketing the 5.
Well, she was just giving it a good stare. She must have something in the back of her mind. This is a delicate cut into the centre pocket. Slow down. Oh, did she want to come across further?
Yes, I think she can maneuver the cue ball 2 rails around the 5 here and pocket the 4. Oh, she's cutting it the opposite way. Or is she going to leave the cue ball behind the 9? I like that. Nicely done. Great execution.
Maybe the 1 rail escape will slide past the 9 and 7. But that is a
Great
very...
execution.
Yeah, really.
Well,
Yeah,
she
that
got the
was-
ball in hand. Is there a combo past the 7? Oh, she's checking it out because it's a 2-way combo. She can check the cue ball right there behind the 5, but I don't think it goes by the 7, or she would have already been shooting it. She's going to try to find a way to get safe and leave the 4 ball on the 9. No, just safe. She didn't want to gamble.
Again, she's got the 1 rail escape, but has to thread it through the eye of a needle here.
Small piece of the 4 available. Got it.
Yeah, delicately done. Played at such a pace that the cue ball would finish quite flat on it. May find
Let's
herself
see
in
who
trouble again.
Yeah, let's see who gets the first open shot. Or the ball in hand, one or the other.
Again, real tight, world-class play from Pia Filler on her safety play.
Oh my, that almost went in. Look at the 9 ball.
Oh, oh, George, good shout. That 9 ball was moving in the direction of the pocket. It's all going on here in the third rack of this deciding set.
This is about the 3rd time in this match I'm going to say this is 9 ball.
Screwing back onto the 9.
Aha, Pia takes it off with a nice little draw shot.
Takes the lead in this deciding set. Good round of applause there, George. It's livening up around the tables now.
Deservedly so. That was worth clapping for.
Well, you've mentioned the S word now. It's out of the box. Pia Filler will get the break here. I'm gonna throw my arm out there. And I think if Pia can get this one, I fancy her for it. So SEOA just, the fire doesn't seem to be burning as bright, or rather as hot as it was in our first set.
No, Mo is sitting next to Pia. And that was some pretty classy play by Pia, maneuvering to end up with the type of shot she had on the 9 and winning that game.
Made balls on the break, George, but the cue ball has locked against the 4.
Yeah, where do you push to?
That is the million-dollar question.
You push to the jump shot behind the 6-9 or the 4.
She's having a good look at all the options. I can't really
She has
see.
60 seconds.
I can't see any way that she can push balls close together to scupper a run out. Oh,
She went ahead and left the 1-6 combo with a long shot. Can't stop the cue ball. You got to roll it. That might work in her in SEOA's favor, or in Pia's favor, as she's put back in the box. Being straight in on the 1 means if she makes the 6, the cue ball, the 1 ball is going to stay in front of the pocket, and the cue ball will run into it. Probably make that one too. Got to hit it perfect. And she's just going to run away. Nice speed on the 1. Very nice speed on the 1. That's actually a very good shot.
this could be a good response. Is that 4 coming to block the 1? Pia's going to keep us guessing as she just blocks our view with the shoulder. There we are. It has, George.
It is in the way, but I think she can slide off. It's going to get a kiss. She can slide off the left side of the
Extension.
1. Or kick it down by past the 9. It's going to take a good shot either way.
Played a similar shot off the side of the 1 to get distance between the 2 in great fashion. Oh, but a couple of shots to go. She can do the same again here would be useful.
She kicked it very, very nicely done. Look at this. We've seen 4 shots in a row now, it looks like, by these two playing position here on this 1, or playing with it. And they've yet to give up a shot. A wide open sellout. Another great shot. Another great shot.
They are giving each other an inch in this final set.
Uh-oh. Oh, that 6 ball came out, and I don't think she has a shot.
No. I think you're right there, George. Can only see the left edge.
She's 9 feet away, and just an edge of the ball. I don't think she can make it.
Can she go rail first and clip the edge of the one? I wasn't impressed.
Finally, after 5 shots, someone has an open shot, and it's Pia that comes up with it.
Yeah, I just felt that was going to be the result from that shot. I didn't think there was anything better unless the cue ball tracked up towards the 8. This is a nice chance for Pia here. Depends how that 2-9 have laid up there.
Yeah, the 2 ball's not open, though. She's got a shot here. Yep, this does go to the corner. The 9 ball plays towards the 3 ball. It could block the 3.
Said our referee, Key, having a look.
Yes, he sure is. We'll have a good look here, too, especially with this camera angle. Thank you, production.
Yeah, legal hit.
Did it block the 3? It did.
Oh, there's another twist in this tale of the deciding set here in this winners qualification match. Holy moly.
Oh, wow. Wow. This is amazing, Geth. I don't even know if... I can't believe this. I've seen this shot. I've seen it. I saw it in my head about 4 days ago. And a 2-rail kicked it in, the long rail, short rail, and double kissed it in. Can't shoot it here.
Nope.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Does it go in? Or is it out enough? She can double kiss this ball in. She sure can.
Pia's pushed that 8 over to ensure the 5 doesn't pass it into the bottom left corner.
Extension.
I'm not sure if that will be the saving grace yet. You need to get that far. Position on the 4 isn't guaranteed here with the double kiss. Ooh,
It sure
leaked over
came up
during the
next.
party.
The 5-8 combo is there.
Yeah, I was just thinking, but you'd probably want
Yeah.
to be a bit further across for that.
I think she's good. Oh, she's going to play safe.
It's not completely safe, George. A thin edge on this 5 would probably keep it stuck between the 8 and the 9 here.
Now there's no combo. But there is a nice little kick, and the cue ball does stay on top of the 9. Very soft kick. She's going the other way. Oh, I don't believe she did that. Oh, my Lord, what a shot. That's a killer shot. Look at this. This is going to pay dividends. Unbelievable. She hits it in no rail. Unbelievable.
You couldn't write
Pia,
this,
you got
George.
robbed.
You couldn't write this.
She got robbed there. Oh, my. 2 great shots in a row right there.
Ooh, didn't want that cue ball moving too far to the right as we're looking at it. I think she's okay. Go cushion first. Probably could have done with hitting that a bit harder because that cue ball needed to get a bit further up the table. This is no gimme.
Well, if she pockets the ball with high English, she's okay. It'll go to the long rail and then the short, and come off a little for the 9. She's got to hit it pure. Delivered the goods there.
This 9 ball, George, to get us to 2-2 in this deciding set.
Wow, a fitting close to a great game. What a safety battle. That was impressive, exciting. And we're tied at 2. Tied at 2, going to 3 here, because if it gets to 3, hello.
You will get your shootout, sir. I'm sure both these players.
Not just me. Watch how fast those stands will fill up.
Great
There's
point.
5 empty. There's 6 empty chairs right now. Watch how fast those get filled.
Well,
That little doll there, that yellow doll's going to have to move.
It will be standing room only, even for
That's
the cuddly
right.
toy.
On the break.
Control.
Nothing available offensively. She's got a good defensive shot off the 1. Come back behind the 8. Or the 9. Wow. What a fun-packed couple of games we're going to have.
Absolutely. And we're back to great safeties again, although...
Yeah, here we go. This is a kick and stick. Could also get safe and find cover. Oh, she went at the ball. It's worked. She got a safety. I think she can go past the 7 to kick it 1 or 2 rails into the 1. Or is she going to bend this a little bit? This is some great pool for you guys. Great, great pool.
Avoids the scratch. Did the 7 do its job?
I don't believe so. I think she's got to cut at this 1 ball. It's almost 9 feet away, though. These ladies are earning every shot, every earning. My, my, my.
You nailed it, George. You absolutely nailed it. Every shot. They're playing like their homes and livelihoods are on the line. This is fantastic.
Another safety. These ladies are not giving up an inch. They want to win badly.
You cannot put a sheet of paper between the two.
It's funny, but I like the 3-rail kick. Oh, right under her arm there. 3 rails at the 2. That one works, but it's going to give up a shot. No, it's not. My, the shots we're getting here.
Do you know what? That 2 looked like it was going to track to the corner pocket, but caught the middle jaw.
It did. These 2 in the last 2 games have provided 5 highlight shots, all safeties. Again, nothing.
And again.
No sellout. Found cover. Kick after kick after kick. If you guys think those shots are lucky, think again. Just watch the way they're played. They're kicking the ball and hitting the correct side and going where they want it to go.
Yeah, that pace control is second to none.
Oh
this
boy.
Time.
And this time, SEOA comes up with the shot. The last time they had a safety battle, Pia got the best of it. But not this one. And what a place to get it. If she can close out this rack, she'll be a 3, the magic number.
She's had to really stick in this match. She got off to the dream of starts winning the first set 4-1. Pia FILLER has been digging deep, and they've both been forced to bring their A game, both in safety and in offense. This match has been a highlight for me already, and it's not over yet.
This match has provided quite a bit of drama. It's got you on the edge of your seat. If you're not there, you've been eating too much popcorn. Sorry, but yeah.
This is
Little.
looking quite nice for SEO here.
Yeah.
Shape on the 6. Should be favourite to get to the hill first.
Oh, nice 2-rail position, possibly 3. Off the 6. Get close to where the cue ball is now.
Like a little bounce.
Yeah, she would have really enjoyed a bounce there. Now she has to come past the 9.
Extension.
This is a tough shot. This is very delicate. Being on the rail, she can dig into the ball, into the cue ball, without elevating. Changes everything.
Yeah, good point, George.
She's going to use. And look what she has to settle for. Yeah.
I wouldn't fancy this one at 2 apiece in the final set.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Missed it on the pro side. Left the bank shot or a safety. Which do you do? This is right where it's hard to play safe, hard to make it.
Well, bearing in mind, the player that takes this one is the first on the hill. Will Pia go offensive here? And the answer
Nope,
is
she
no.
goes for the safety. Same here. Problem here is she can't get to the bottom side, the left side of the 8 as we view this. I don't think she can get to the left side. So she's going to have to go to the right side and try to leave it in the middle of the bottom rail. Well done. These ladies brought their entire armor to this table because they're both playing safe, and wow.
Well,
That's on a nice line.
for the layman looking at Pia during the start of the second set, you would have thought she'd already checked out. What a test of her professionalism here. Oh.
And Pia, the one to go offensive on a thin cut, and to be rewarded with possibly a shot, well, shot on the 9, but possibly getting to 3 first. Dead straight in, a sigh of relief, and the worst she can do is a shootout.
Indeed.
This next
That's 1
game
foot.
plays big.
Well, I've just noticed, looking at the men's schedule of the Jacks Men's Open, both Joshua Filler and Stefan Kasper, who were watching on, have now had to attend their matches.
They're not playing each other, are they?
No, they're not. They are not. It is Joshua Filler against John Morra on table 11, and Stefan Kasper against Tyler Steyer on table 18. So there are big matches. I also see underneath that Aloysius Yap is due to play off against Jason Shaw. We're talking absolute top players right the way through. When we come back to this deciding set, Pia Filler breaking, leading 3 racks to 2. This to take the match.
And what a match it's been. Those last 3 games, they were something else. Oh my. Nothing down, nothing going.
Something tells me, George, there's still plenty left in the tank for this match. The layout from this break would suggest that.
She goes for the delicate safe where she just banks the ball away, and the delicate safe. Look how nice she's played that. Oh my Lord.
That is a delightfully played shot. Not to be so delicate.
That could earn her a shootout if she has ball in hand here and is able to get the clearance. But it looks like she's going to hit it. Sure looks like it. And she doesn't.
Slides past it. That's the ball in hand you were alluding to. So the South Korean getting rewarded for that excellent, delicate safety. Now needs to convert this to take this match to a shootout. It's not over yet. And more importantly, there's still a lot to work to do for SEOA on the table here. Be able to bring this cue ball across the table for the 4. You'd have to say 5 to the 6 probably looks the most treacherous. So far, so good. No ball is easy at this stage of this winner's qualification match. You mentioned at the start of this match, George, if there was one to lose, it would be at the winner's qualification stage.
Yes.
But neither of these players will want to lose. Oh, holy moly.
It's a gamble, Geth. It's a gamble. You know, you don't have to win your next match.
Correct. I alluded to the 5 to 6. So has brought it over to the top left long rail. This gives a natural angle to come around 2 rails for the 7 in the same pocket.
Well, we just might get our little wish here to make it even more dramatic. Does she send it into a shootout with this 3-ball run?
If she does, George, I tip my hat to the composure that she's demonstrated in this 6th rack.
I'll tell you, Geth, that's who she is, though. That's how she plays, and that's what she does. I'm amazed that she hasn't won really big tournaments yet. She's been runner-up in the World 10-ball to Cho Che-Yu. And that was the first time I ever saw her play, actually. And she's just so smooth. Silky, silky smooth. And so good. This 9-ball. to send it into a shootout. And there it is. Now, watch the stands.
Well, 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 George Teachea. It's day 4. We have had many matches before this. Now we get to see our first shootout.
Well, I'll tell you something, Geth. This is day 4, and there has not been a more exciting match than the last 3 games in this one.
No. And I liked what you said. We just picked up 5, 6 highlight shots, and none of them were a pot. That's incredible,
Yeah,
huh?
that's right.
Here we go. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. SEOA, South Korea, gets us off to our...
All right, and they just went right. They just went right into it, Geth. This is 4 innings. SEOA won the lag, so she gets to go first. She picks the side she goes to first. Pia must follow suit. If they are both tied at the end of the 4 innings, the 4 dark boxes you see on the screen, they back the cue ball up 1 diamond, and they continue into sudden death.
I can't take it. I can't take it.
Oh, this is just the perfect frosting on the cake, dude. Wow. And a miss by Pia Filler. Keep in mind, Pia had that killer shot that won them the team championships in Austria. I'm sorry, it was in Puerto Rico. 2 years ago, I think it was.
So far, 1 point to SEOA, 0 points to Pia Filler. This to really turn the screw in this shootout.
Oh, I love the way she shoots that. That's exactly the way, in my opinion, that is exactly the way that shot should be played. Perfect speed, perfect stroke, perfect shot.
The crowd are in it to win it, along with the players.
Yeah, but we didn't fill those 4 seats I was talking about. The doll's still there.
Best seat in the house. Looks like Pikachu.
And
Pia
Pia
Filler.
sinks her first one. So no relief for SEOA.
Although, if she makes this one, it puts all the pressure on Pia.
Yeah, she can't afford to miss one. Big shot right here. Does she increase the pressure, or does Pia get to relax just a little bit? And she puts that iron down, that foot to the metal there, and takes 3 in a row.
George, this is, as you put it, the proverbial icing on the cake. It may not be a cake with Pia Filler's name on. She's at the table now, needs to make this one.
Well, they'll still shoot the 4th, because that would... No, it'll be over actually right here. No, she'll get a shot. She'll have to shoot the 4th.
Nice.
No guesswork involved. She'll have to shoot the fourth.
And well,
Pia,
as see these last two come up, I just want to say, wow, George, we have been truly blessed with a great match here. No matter what the result is, both these players have played like true champions.
well, they were 4-1, 4-1, and then 3-3 in the third set, and went on to the shootout. Pia has faltered and missed the first. She needs so to miss here, and she doesn't. And there it is. So SEOA moves on to the final 16, and Pia must play another match to get to the final 16, at which they're guaranteed some money, but more importantly,